Thank you so much, Dawn. First up, we have Nate Smith with Express Employment. Nate, are you available to present?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. You can begin whenever you're ready.
All right. Good morning, everyone. As he said, my name is Nate Smith. I'm from Express Employment Professionals. We have two offices in the St. Louis Metro East area. We have one in Glen Carbon, the Edwardsville office, which works exclusively with companies throughout Madison County. And we also have an office in Fairview Heights, Illinois, that works exclusively with clients in St. Clair County. Our Edwardsville office opened up back in 2006, and we grew so much that by 2014, we had to open a second office in Fairview to be able to help that county as well. If you could go to slide 2, please. The owners of Express, they are locally owned. It's a husband and wife team. They're actually from both Madison and St. Clair County. They've both lived in these counties their entire life. They currently reside in Madison County. And the majority of the folks, including myself, that work for Express internally, we all come from this area. So we are very vested in the community, in the companies, and most importantly, in people, and getting folks to where they need to be to help them get jobs and help companies fulfill the needs they have. We offer several different types of positions. We have contract work or temporary work. We have evaluation hire. We have direct hire. We do full-time. We do part-time. The majority of the work that we have, most of it, I'd say about 80 to 85% is evaluation hire. What that means is that an individual will go and work for a company, but their pay and their benefits are coming to them from us. Once those individuals accumulate a certain hour mark, and if we are talking industrial work, then we are looking at 520 hours. If we are talking more administrative or clerical office work, we are talking 720 hours. But once you hit those hour marks, you're then eligible to be hired on by the clients. And in most cases, I mean, our clients do want to hire on our individuals. We've been doing this for well over 14 years now. And in 9 out of 10 cases, that's the end game, is to get the individual hired onto the company. Once an individual is hired onto a company, then their payroll, their benefits, everything transfers over to the company for what their policies and what their procedures are. Direct hire, to give an idea of that makes up about maybe 5 to 10% of what we do. And what that is kind of what it sounds like. It's where companies use us more as a headhunter. It's typically reserved for more management type roles or specific skilled trade roles. With that avenue, the initial interview and screening process obviously comes through us. The individual then goes to the client and typically has an interview with the client. If everything goes well there and it feels like a match for the client as well as the job seeker, then that person is made an offer and they are hired directly in to that client, no different than if they were to go and apply directly themselves. Occasionally we have contract work. Usually that's either for seasonal types of projects, or if we're covering for anybody that's out for an extended period of time. Those things do kind of pop up here and there throughout the year. So that's typically what kind of falls under our contract work. With all of our positions, we do offer a set of benefits. That is something that we go into further detail in the office, but to give you an idea, we have health, dental, vision, life insurance, and short-term disability. And it's kind of set up in an a la carte system, so you can kind of pick what works best for you. Obviously, in that evaluation hire setting, once you cross over to the client, you then lose our benefits and you're subject to that client's benefits. And then obviously in a direct hire opportunity, it's solely what the client is offering. On the screen there, you can kind of see Towards the bottom, I've got phone numbers for each of our offices. Edwardsville is the 8011 number, and Fairview Heights is the 2140 number. Also below there are our email addresses and our websites. Keep in mind, if you do email either of the offices, that will go to every person in that office. I happen to work for both offices, so I get all the emails. And the websites, which I'll cover in a little bit later, we have job postings and things on there. If we could go to the next slide, please. Thank you. Currently, we do have over 100 positions available in Madison and St. Clair County, especially now as we're ramping back, getting through winter. I want to go over a few of those. You can see all of these in greater detail on the websites below that are on your screen. Also, we do have an app called Express Jobs, and you can download that through the Apple Store or through Google Play. And when you use that, that can also pull up positions and things. If you do use the app, I do ask that you be mindful when you're looking at positions of the location. The reason I say that is because there are over 800 express offices throughout the United States, Canada, South Africa, and coming soon, New Zealand and Australia. So it kind of bounces off your GPS. So if you make your radius too far out, you will potentially get positions from other offices, which is fine. You just have to keep in mind that every single office is territorial. So we only work within a certain geographic space. So it'll obviously be anything you see that's within Madison or St. Clair County. We do have a couple clients that are kind of on the border in Jerseyville and in Bond County. But most of the stuff is going to be located in Madison or St. Clair County with details. To talk a little bit about some of the positions I have available right now, I have a client out of Edwardsville who is looking for anywhere from about 40 to 50 case pickers and deep reach operators. So if there's anyone out there listening that has deep reach operating abilities or knows someone that does, we are looking for a lot of folks for that. We have all 3 shifts available: day shift, afternoon shift, overnight shift. And the pay rate kind of is in between, anywhere between $15.50 to $18.50 based on your experience, and then also based on your shift. There's obviously a shift differential for each shift that goes later into the day. I've got several different clients, both located in northern parts of Madison County, southern parts of Madison County, and the middle and eastern part of St. Clair County that are looking for different production workers. These could be anything from being on assembly lines, making things, boxing things up, packaging things. And depending on the clients and depending on the specific position, those pay rates can range anywhere from about $12 to $15. Some buildings are climate controlled. Some of the companies also offer paid lunches. Each client is a little different. Again, I can go into more detail when I'm talking to someone either face-to-face or individually. But to give you kind of an idea, on the industrial side, that is some of the things that we are looking for at the moment, as well as some machine operators. We have a couple different clients looking for machine operators, as well as some inventory clerks and some line leads. On the administrative side, we are looking for several payroll clerks for both northern and southern Madison County, some paralegals, as well as some folks with QuickBooks experience. On the Madison County side, we're looking for folks that have used QuickBooks, just the regular program. On the St. Clair County side, we are actually looking for folks that specifically have experience with the online version of QuickBooks, which I'm told is drastically different than, I guess, the standard program. So if there is anyone out there that has the online QuickBooks, we are looking for a master in that. Also in St. Clair County, we have a slew of clients that are also looking for different production workers, assemblers, also some machine operators down in Columbia. some grinders and people with foundry and metal experience. And some of these other positions, as we're getting out of the production worker and moving up into more defined, we're talking about pay rates that are ranging from $17 an hour to 20, and possibly even higher than that, depending on what we're talking about. There's other positions where even if I don't have an immediate need, I have the client base to get that person into a place. Things we're always looking for. We're always looking for CDLA drivers. If there's anyone out there who likes driving over the road but wants to be home every day, all of our routes are within kind of the bi-state area. So folks are at home every single day. We're always looking for great HVAC technicians, and as well as welders, TIG welders, aluminum welding, and all of those positions. Again, the pay rates can fluctuate depending on experience and client, but you are looking anywhere on those from your super high teens to your mid to late 20s there, as far as your hourly pay rate for those. If we could go to the next slide, please. The way you can reach out to apply to us, if you or anyone that you know is looking for work, there's a few different ways. You can go directly to expresspros.com. You can create an account. Once you create that, then you can then submit an application. And then when you get to the end of that process, it will ask you what offices to click on. Please make sure you click on Edwardsville or Fairview Heights. Obviously, if you click on a different office, that's going to go to other offices. I'm not going to be able to see that. That's one method. Another method, if you have that jobs app, there is an application process through that. Also, if you already have a resume ready to rock and roll, you can email us directly. Right in the middle of your screen, you'll see our two office email addresses. If you send that in with your resume and kind of what you're looking for, I go through those and then I assign those out to our different staffing consultants, depending on whether they're working on industrial or administrative or who their client base is. And then they will reach out, contact you. And our first step is typically we conduct a phone interview with an individual first. After learning about their skill sets, learning about what they're looking for. If we've talked to them about positions and things they're interested in, then the next step after that is the paperwork phase and bringing you into the office. But our initial phase is we like to do a lot through the phone interview, and we have a lot of documentation after that we can even email. So we try to make the process as seamless and easy for everyone as possible. But if you send it in to us, we will reach out to you within 24 hours or less, whether it's myself or someone from my team. If you are sending in a resume, I do ask if you could send it in PDF format or Microsoft Word format only. Any other file types we have issues reading, as well as we don't accept anything from Google Docs or any type of link that would want us to attach to. So if that really could be in a Microsoft Word, a PDF, or even if the individual pasted into the body of the email, it does have to be in one of those few formats, please. If you could go to the next slide, please.
I will do so. And Nate, just to let you know, we'll have to wrap up your
Yep, I was wrapping up. I know, I'm sorry I'm a little over time.
No worries.
I just want to mention that is my contact information there. That's my email address. I'm physically in the Edwardsville office, but like I said, I'm working for both. Thank you so much for your time, and willing to help anybody out there that's looking for work. Thank you.